Hey there, welcome back to Morrowind. Why are we standing in a plant? I don't know, let's continue with the main story of the game. So before we go back to the camp to speak to Nerevarine, to know what we have to do to prove to everyone that we are the Nerevarine, we first need to go and buy some arrows, because we keep running out. Luckily this guy sells loads of arrows, let's buy them all. There, we're not going to run out of those. So in the last part...
welcome.
Hi there.
What may I do for you?
We got these bountiful pants. Do you get the pun? It's terrible, isn't it? Which is a constant effect for a bound longsword and a bound longbow. So now we can pull these out anytime we want. Which is excellent. Now let's go back up to Nerevarine. She said to return to her after the moons have risen and fallen, so that likely meant 1 or 2 days, and it's been that long. So Margan is the closest.
Why walk when you can ride?
Because you don't do a Silk Strider service up there, sadly. So we are going back up to here, the Ulushaku camp. And of course there's a cliff racer. Once again, that may as well just be the tagline to this whole series. And then a cliff racer appeared. Someone should make a mod of Pokemon and instead of Zubats just have cliff racers. That would be a fitting tribute. Anyway, where are we going? Is this the right way? Yeah, it is, good. I want to continue going the same way we've always gone, just because I prefer to not end up going into another cave we haven't been in yet. Because if we see a cave we haven't been in, naturally we'll want to explore it. But we really need to make progress. I don't know whether I should keep this glowy robe on, or whether we should change off to a non-glowy one. I guess we'll keep the glowy one on for now. Are you alive or dead? I think he's dead. Luckily we've been this way 4 times now, so I know the way to go, off by heart. Hi there. So we will be making some more constant enchantments later for all our other armor pieces as well, and then we'll be completely glowy at the end. But right now we don't have the money to do it, and we haven't found any more Golden Saints, which are the best type of enemy to soul trap to be able to cast it. Look at all these dead cliff racers. We had to fight so many in the last part, it was ridiculous. Let's change up robe. Let's go back to our first robe. We haven't worn this one for a long time. Now this has pedigree. I remember this. We stole this from, well, I was going to say the first guy in the game who killed us, but the first guy in the game who killed us was one of those random assassins. But this is from the first actual guy who killed us. Because I wanted to show you the average experience of fighting a mage in this game when you're not expecting it. Oh, what's that? Magic? Instantly dead. Welcome to Morrowind. Then we want to go on the other side of these Daedric ruins. And again, those Daedric ruins are the ones that had our current shield in it. The amazing Eidolon's Ward, or Eliaden's Ward. I prefer the name Eidolon, so I'm going to call it that, even if it's wrong. It's so much better not having to cast bound longsword and bound longbow over time now. So we have them on as permanent effects. We also don't need to carry around either a sword or a bow anymore. So we probably should have put our sword down when we were in our room. Even though it's good having a constant bound weapon, it doesn't mean we're actually going to hit the enemy any more often than normal. Oh, Cliff Racer. Hi, how you doing? Here's the camp. We should have had enough time given to the wise woman now for her to give us the next quest. Hi, Nabina Mesa.
Welcome, friend. You're nearly a legend around here.
Thank you.
Please, talk.
I am ready to give you my judgment. The ancestors and stars have given me clear signs, for lost prophecies leave no doubt. The incarnate shall be the outlander. You, blessed by Azura, must live the 7 curses of Dagoth. Prophecy has shown the 7 steps of a Nerevarines path, and I have chosen as your guide for each step of this path. Oh, so I have been chosen as your guide for each step of this path. I will read the signs and show you the way. It is time for you to walk the path of the 7 visions, and pass the 7 trials of the 7 visions. You are born on a certain day to uncertain parents, so you have passed the first trial. My dreams show me that you also fulfill the second trial, that neither blight nor age can harm him, the curse of flesh before him flies. I have read the signs, but I cannot understand. Can you explain this to me? Yeah, I got corpus disease. And we survived it. It was pretty good. We're the only person to have done that, apparently. That you have overcome the curse of flesh is strange enough, but that it should protect you from blight and age is past belief. Yet the signs of my dream are clear. You have passed the second trial, but the third trial is unfulfilled. The mystery of the third trial is not my secret to share. Go to Sol Matul, the guardian of our cult, and he shall tell you of the third trial. When you have fulfilled the third trial, return to me for guidance on your next steps on the path to the Nerevarine. In legend, there is a shrine to Azura called the Cavern of the Incarnate. There are secrets I may not tell you about this cavern. Do not ask. Do you have any more update on our disturbing dreams? No, I think that's the same thing that she said before about the disturbing dreams. Yep, so now she agrees we are definitely the big cheese of Morrowind, which is great. It's about time everyone understood that.
You flatter me with your attention, Outlander.
Good. You wish to know about the third trial, and I shall tell you. You have entered the path of the Nerevarine. This is a hard thing to believe, but Nabina Mesa has spoken to me at length of this, and I have had reason to consider, or rather had time to consider. Therefore I shall keep my own counsel, and set before you my own test. I do not dispute with the wise women, but their ways are not the ways of a warrior. Many before have tried the path of a Nerevarine, but all have failed the warrior's test. You must have strength, courage, and cunning. These things I will test. Nearby lies Kogaroon, the ancient halls of a forgotten house, House Dagoth. In recent time, creatures of a blight have come to dwell there. I myself went there with some brave hunters, and came back again, but it was a bad place, and I am not ashamed to say I was afraid, for myself and for my men. If you would have from me the secret of the third trial, the cavern's dark, where Azura's eye sees, you will first bring me the 3 tokens of Dark Kogaroon. The first token is Corpus Reapings. We're carrying those on us for some reason right now. We've scraped them off some corpus victim and have been carrying them for like a week. They probably smell at this point. From a corpus beast, to show you that you have to show you the proof against the disease's corruption. The second token is a curse is a cup with the mark of House Dagoth. You'd think I would learn to read, oh well. For I have myself seen such cups there, and will know you have seen with your eyes what I have seen with mine. The third token is the Shadow Shield, which lies on the tomb of Dagoth Morin, in the lava tunnels deep beneath Kogaroon. Bring these things to me, and then I will tell you the secrets of the third test. So whereabouts is Kogaroon? It's an ancient Dunmer stronghold. It's going to mark it on our map. Excellent. Go by day in good weather. Yeah, we'll just go right now. Thanks, mate. Yep, so we have to go and get these 3 things. Let's check the map. There it is, Kogaroon.
Muthsera?
So yeah, we're finally being named the Nerevarine, which is great, because loads of people have been pondering whether we are or not so far. And now finally everyone's like, yeah, okay, I take it, you are actually this guy. The great Lord Nerevar reborn into a random female wood elf for some reason. You know, I guess Azura works in mysterious ways. we're just going to, like, ignore roads and just try and head straight there. Come on, game. There we go. Hopefully our acrobatic skill is good enough to actually jump up these cliffs now, whenever we get to them. Because it would be a shortcut if we could jump across these. Our marksman skill is up to 76, that's very good. It is being amplified by the belt we're wearing. I'm pretty sure we're wearing it, aren't we? Let's double check that. Yeah, we do have a marksman belt on, good. See, we have to just go south from here. Was that a cliff racer? I bet it was a cliff racer. It's a good bet just to think that everything's a cliff racer in this game, because you're probably right 90% of the time. We're not going to kill any of these neutral enemies, we don't need to. If anything leaves us alone, we'll leave it alone. Let's see, we're close to it now, should be over this ridge, next to that cliff racer. I'm just going to keep this arrow knocked, because I'm pretty sure there'll be an enemy soon. That looks like a naked dude. Let's see if we can score a hit from over here. He moved. Hey, we actually hit him. Well, I mean, we would have hit him if the game allowed us to, because his health bar showed up. There we go, perfect. I am pleased with myself. The Tome of Uso. Right, this is one of the 6th house leaders. Let's kill him. Again, we need to try and shoot when they're not casting a spell, otherwise it will just negate their spell, the arrow, and it will like trigger it before it hits the enemy. Come on, Dagoth. It's a good bet just to call any of these things Dagoth because they usually have Dagoth in the name. Yep, this is Dagothrella. So you can tell when you find an important one of these because they'll have that spell effect on them when they start combat, which means that they activated their 6th house amulet. And again, we'll keep all of those 6th house amulets as trophies. So if you remember when we went to that first 6th house base, the Dreamer is awake. When we spoke to one of those slave people, they did mention about how they had to stack the chairs. Hello. There's no real story significance to that, it's just like a silly thing where, for some reason in their bases, they just stack all these chairs constantly. There's one other thing they do in these bases, and it's the best thing in the whole game for us, being a thief. So let's go try and find them. The Dome of Pollux Eve. Hi, Dagoth. Is that Dagoth Griefer? I keep getting too close to him, so I get hit because I'm trying to read his name. I should just wait until he's dead. Another sick class amulet. Oh, it's Gyra, I guess is his name. Corpus Weepings. So if we didn't already have one... Oh, and here's a House Dagoth cup. We were told to get one of these as well. So that's 2 of those things done. Now we just need to go and find this shield. Man, my rabbits have it so lucky right now. They can get away with drinking, but I'm recording, so I can't really go and take a drink right now. It's really hot here. It's really annoying. Hiya, zombie. Where are you, Lord? We cannot hear you. Speak to us, please. I guess I'll do that voice rather than yell, because yelling is probably annoying to listen to. I don't really know how I'm meant to emphasise all caps while doing recordings. I'll have to think about it at some point. Anyone else here? What? What use is speech? If you will not submit, you must be destroyed. Barter and repair? That was about Dagoth. He will not come to you, Lord Nerevar. It is you who must beg forgiveness. Go to him, beneath Red Mountain, kneel before him, and he will show you mercy. Can I repair? Thank you, my friend. What do you have to trade? I can buy the sick house amulet from you. You have chosen war with Dagoth. We grieve for your loss. But we will not spare you. You refused the sweetness of Lord Dagoth's friendship. Now know the bitterness of his fury. I really hope I haven't accidentally broken... I don't think we have, okay, because I think there's a glitch where if you repair a bound weapon, then it can stay in your inventory forever. So hopefully we haven't caused that glitch to happen by doing that. I'm fully expecting by the end of the game to have at least 3 or 4 bound long bows and long blades in my inventory that I can't get rid of from these bountiful legs that I have. Let's take his amulet. It is kind of fun that you can sneak up on these people and you can talk to them. All cries are waking, whitest white of all white, blackest blacks of all blacks, shame and sun and shadow, stronger than gods, brighter than mortals, only he is awake, only he is alive. He knows the names and the naming, he knows the weight and the waiting, he enters into every star and moon, he shines through their shadows. One shape, one spelling, one wraith, one casting, from darkness he is armed, from light he is warded, he is all things, Drake, Lich, Fearman. On rivers of fire he comes forth, through storms of dreams he rides, with slivers of steel he pierces the heart, all spells, powers, curses broken, the chains are shattered, the scales fall away, I see you with my eye, and all is silence, I wake, I remember, Lord. Okay. We'll keep that. Here's a poor corpus zombie guy. Have we been all the way around? I think we have. Yes, we have. Before we go down, let's go up. Because there's a subterranean area to this game, this area. So that will be longer than going upstairs. So we'll go there afterwards. Hey there. I do like these weird whispers you hear when you're near things. Hi Ash Zombie. You guys need to stop waking me up when I'm trying to level up, by the way, when I'm in Balmorn. It's really rude. No, I didn't get to talk to him. He probably says the same thing. Dagoth Baler, this one's called. Or Dagoth Baller, I guess it could be Baller. But let's not open that can of worms to make jokes about. It's worth saying, I don't know if you actually can join Dagoth or not. Like, we were told to go to Red Mountain and join him, but I don't actually know if you can. Like, you can go there, Like, I won't go into what happens there, obviously, because it's spoiler stuff. But I don't know if you can actually access, like, unique quests on, like, the evil side or not. Ooh, an ebony spear. We really don't have a carry weight for that. Also, I just noticed our strength is lower. That must still be from one of those, guys that we fought earlier. Here's the guy that we sniped. Let's go downstairs. I think that's the place we were at before. Let's just see if there was another area that we didn't go in or not. Let's use local map. No, there wasn't. Let's go downstairs. So let's follow this around and then we'll find the way downstairs. Here we go. Hall of Maki. Use the Nia. I keep examining these things because there are some like smaller versions of these you're allowed to pick up. So I keep wanting to make sure that we don't miss them if we do get to them. Ooh, random magical arrow. Sure, we'll take it. Oh, dead adventurers. Oh, this guy has glass. Maybe it's just because he's dead, but he just looks like his eyes are vampire eyes. Fury. Constant effect. Now that's a unique weapon. Let's take it. We don't have the carry weight for this though, sadly, so we'll have to drop this on the ground. Let's drop some stuff to lose some weight. And then let's take the sword. We'll leave the other stuff here. It would be nice to take it, but obviously we don't have a carry weight for it at the moment. But that sword's interesting and unique, so we'll keep that. He's randomly carrying raw ebony with him. Well, let's show respect to these guys. And let's leave them with just their pants on. Poor Khajiit. Ah, here's one of those ash statues I mentioned. Let's take that. Now we need to drop something. Stop that. We'll drop this. Right, now we can move. So we now have like a small version of this statue. Hi, Atronach. Anyone else? Hiding beneath? Nope, no one hiding here. Right, that leads to a vault. Anyone here? An Atronach. I guess Atronach, I should say. I'm pretty sure that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. Oh, wow, that did a lot of damage. Let's, get our sword. I mean, our shield. Whew, just in time. That was a little bit dangerous. Keep in mind that we currently have resisting magic 60% and 20% on us, and that still wrecked us. I did say that having these overpowered items still wouldn't make the game easy. Because if a game decides to be a jerk, then the game's going to be a jerk. The waterway. Right, this is where we want to go later. So let's open it for now. Never mind. For now though, let's check out the other places that we passed, because we want to go to the waterway to actually make progress. Are we out of arrows already? Jeez, okay, time to go to our next arrows. Is that ah, it's a Clampia. I thought it was a Daedroth then. I really hope I can actually hit him from his position. Because obviously he's stuck, but I don't know if I can actually take advantage of that or not. Do you have a heart? You have a heart. Nice little drawing with blood there. We probably should get a shield spell ourselves. I'm not going to make a constant enchant with shield though, because otherwise, like, I'll have it on me for the whole game, and that would be a little bit annoying. Money. Statue. We haven't seen what I'm looking for yet. We've already got one of these robes. There's one room in here. Are we told to get this? I don't think so, no. Like, there's one special room I'm looking for in this dungeon that's amazing. And I can't wait. This is it, I think. I think this is the room. This is the good room. We'll kill this guy and then we'll have a look around. This is like my favourite room in the whole game. Jeez. I'm pretty sure we also have poison resist. Yeah, and we resist poison by 20%, and this is a poison damage attack, I'm pretty sure. That's ridiculous. 80% resistance to magic and 20% resistance to poison, and we still almost get one shot by an enemy. And our willpower isn't any slouch either. We've got 60 willpower, which reduces the amount of magic damage you take. Come on, Dagoth, die already. He's got a key to Lower Koga. And now, let's have a look at the best room. It's so stupid, I love it. Oh no, this isn't the room I'm thinking of. Ah. Never mind. There's another room that's similar to this, but it's got an extra gimmick where there's just a load of things on the ground, and it's great. I'm tempted to go and see if we can find out what's in that chest, but I'm worried about getting stuck, so let's just use the camera and try and... Can we get a view in it? No, there's nothing in there. Okay. Yeah, there's one more room. I'm pretty sure it's in this place, but I could be wrong. It might be somewhere else. Either way, let's go back upstairs, because I don't think we've explored everywhere up here yet. Let's get our bow back out. Right, we've been there. No, apparently we've been everywhere. Okay, never mind. It must be another 6th house base that I was thinking of. It just has loads of gold on the ground in a nice little pattern. It's just fun to pick it all up. It's such a shame that it wasn't here. So this is similar to the Vivek waterways in design. Hey, Atronach. So the Atronach's for fire, for frost, for storm, and I don't think for earth. Like, that's the other elements, like the other main element, but I don't think there is an earth Atronach. There could be. I could have just misremembered that. So we're just looking for the entrance to another area now. Oh, we couldn't speak to her, sadly. I don't want to shoot her spells. It might seem helpful to knock her spells out of the air, but then it wastes an arrow. Come on, game, please hit her. There's someone else over there as well. They haven't seen us yet, though. How much magic do you have? Right, she's finally run out. There we go. I think that's just a zombie. Poor guy. See, this leads nowhere. Okay. This doesn't lead anywhere either. Hi, Atronach. Oh, jeez. What is it with all these things wrecking us? I want to remind you, we have really high magic defense. Like, sure, our health sucks, we've only got 68 HP, but still. We probably should work on leveling up our endurance soon, to give us more maximum health. Because we have all the intellect we need at this point, since we're able to cast any spells we want to cast. Right. Nothing here. Random skeleton. Nothing good. Let's go underwater. Let's have a look so far. So we came out that way, so all we've done is wrap around back to where we were. Excellent. I'm so glad we went through there. I thought that would be a shortcut. Oh, let's see if there's anything here. Moon sugar. Don't know how long that's been down here, but I'm sure they'll still buy it. It's drugs after all. That's a lot of moon sugar. Let's see, there's no entrance there. We have to go this way then. So I was right about going through these side passages, it's just I took the wrong one. Don't know what's glowing here. Hi there. Okay, I'm just gonna only attack him if he comes our way. Because otherwise he's just gonna keep avoiding our arrows. Hey, Dagoff. He's running really slowly. That's like our old movement speed. So as soon as we get the another Golden Saint Soul, the next constant enchant I'm going to make is one that will give us a constant restore fatigue. Because we're suffering from low fatigue. Like, we would hit more often and be knocked down less. And cast spells better if we weren't fatigued. Because our green bar at the bottom of the screen is pretty much permanently empty. So we could really do it a constant effect to restore it. Wow, this guy is just not being stopped, is he? Like, his really slow running animation combined with the fact that he's just taking all my shots that I'm throwing at him just makes you think he's like in some sort of movie or anime or something where he's just like, oh my god, he's got such determination. Look at him just run at the archer. No, Dagoff senpai, don't come. This is ridiculous. I understand it's more based on dice rolls, but I mean, I'm literally shooting him in the chest continuously. How is it not registering? Right, finally. Rallus, you're a beast. Karma's Breath. Right, so now we enter a 6th house base area. One of their caverns again. And this is where we'll find that shield. Oh no, he hit me with his magic. Quickly, heal. Before it's too late. Where's our shield again? There it is. Yeah, you just stand on my brazier and let me kill you. That's fine by me. Thank you. Right, any more guys? Volcano. Oh no, not these guys. These are the ones that if they hit us will drain our strength, and then we won't be able to move. I'm aware that I keep saying that every time I fight them, but it's really true. I mean, it's one of the most annoying things in the game. It's like, oh great, now I can't move, thanks for that. It's actually a good idea to get a restore strength spell to actually solve this problem, but I forgot to do it, so I really hope you don't hit me. Still alive, eh? Yeah, just glitch up next to me. Good. Oh no, he hit me again. Okay, that was our endurance that went down that time, not strength. Good. I wasn't aware they could also do endurance. At least now we know. Bleeding Heart, that's probably where we're meant to go. It sounds important. Right, what's next? Anyone else? Any other jokers nearby want to jump on me? Oh, Marksman's leveled up a lot this time. Is Marksman agility? It is, yeah. Okay, I guess we're leveling up agility this time. I don't think we've actually leveled up agility once throughout the whole game yet. We've only really been doing strength for our carry weight. And doing intellect so we can cast more spells, and willpower so we stop being murdered by spells. But apparently we're still being murdered by spells, so, you know, whatever, I guess. May as well take those frost salts from them, I mean fire salts. Can we rest? We can, may as well rest. I was expecting an assassin then. Just because it's a really weird place for an assassin to look for us. Like, oh, I knew they'd be in this incredibly dangerous 6th house base area. Hi, Ash Zombie. Could you please hit the Ash Zombie instead of me? That'd be great. She actually did. That was cool. I do like that friendly fire is allowed in this game. Right, anyone else? Oh, this looks like the end. Any Dagoth here? Yeah, there's a Dagoth here. Wow, this guy has a lot of health. We could be here a while. He's got a really high health pool. At least we're hitting him. Otherwise we'd literally be here forever. Surprisingly, this guy, despite having a really high health pool, is dying quicker than the other one. Because that other one just did not get hit. There we go, you're dead. Let's take his amulet as our trophy, and let's grab the shield and get out of here. Shadow shield. Let's also take that skull for the hell of it. Now we're carrying... No, we're not carrying too much. Excellent. Is there anything else in here worth taking? Daedric gloves. That's some fancy loot right there. Let's see if we can get 15 weight. What could we drop for 15 weight? Not much, really. I guess we could recall. It's probably quicker to get out anyway from recalling. Yeah, let's just recall with all this stuff. So let's come here, let's put down that ash statue. Let's pick up this other one. And then let's recall home. Actually, I'm Civi Intervention. That's the best idea. Where are we? Guinness? Aldrune. Okay. Let's drop these ash statues. What else should we drop? Let's drop these books we don't need. We don't really need the real Nerevar. The Horus of Zassel's Zia. That report's useless because we can't do that quest. We don't need the books about ourselves. And then let's drop these shirts. And let's drop the gauntlets. Let's also drop our sword. There we go.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
Now let's go back up to... Where are we going again? Oh yeah, Margan, that's the one. So that we can go back to the camp and be like, hey guys, look at this loot I got. Hello. No, I don't mean that, I meant travel. To Margan.
We make a special trip just for you.
Just jump off here and probably die. Nope, good. Cliff Racer. Hi, Cliff Racer. Oh, he's staying away himself. Or not. Is he coming now? Or is there another one? Yeah, he's that one. Oh well, he'll find us sooner or later. So, this is like the 5th time now that we're making this trip up to the camp. And it's probably not going to be the last time either. Man, I could really go for a really cold drink and the fan blowing on me right now. It's just annoying being hot. Or maybe I should man up and not ever use air conditioning and work out for 2 years and then become One Punch Man. Could always do that. That's a possibility, I guess. Then again, it's been a long time since we actually one-shot anything in this game, I think, so... It's probably going to be quite a while until we become that powerful. Guess we're just going to leave that behind us. Just double-checking. Cliff Racer. Hi, Cliff Racer. Bye, Cliff Racer. Wow, that did barely any damage. What's the condition of our bow? Has it gone down or something? 'Cause it seems to be doing less damage. Oh yeah, it's basically destroyed. Let's try unequipping our pants. And then putting them back on. There we go. And now it's fully repaired. I forgot we could do that. So yeah, like the more broken a weapon is, the less damage it does. I should have thought of that. That's obviously why I started doing a lot less damage in that dungeon. Oh well. Now I know to double check that. Because that is the good thing about having it only lasting 60 seconds, is that you're bound to... Hey, I said bound, and the spell is called bound. Get it? It was bad. Luckily it was unintentional. Anyway, the good thing about it is that you'll never run out of condition as a result, because it's not permanent. Cliff Racer? No, it doesn't seem to be a Cliff Racer this time. But there's a Cliff Racer. Let's swap our robe again. Let's have one of these green ones. We wore this one recently, but it fits our armour quite well, so let's have it again. This might be the one that we enchant, actually. Just because it fits us quite nicely. Yes, that's much better. One shot. Perfect. We need more of this. I forgot exactly how much the condition affected the ability of a weapon. That is a huge difference. Right. Well, let's go to the camp and hand him this stuff and then find out where this cavern of the Nerevarine is.
Outlander.
Or cavern of the incarnates, rather. Nope, that's the wise woman. We're going to the Ashcan.
Yes, Outlander.
Here he is.
How wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
I am impressed. These 3 tokens you have brought me, you may keep them. You have passed the warrior's tests, and I will give you the secret of a 3rd trial. In caverns dark, Azura's eye sees and makes to the shrine the moon and star. This is a 3rd vision, and you must go to the cavern of the incarnate, a place sacred to Azura. Azura is correct, yeah. And look for the moon and star. The secret of the cavern of incarnate is set in riddle. The eye of a needle lies in the teeth of a wind. The mouth of a cave lies in the skin of a pearl. The dream is the door, and the star is the key. The riddle is wisdom's test. Take counsel of the wisdom of the tribes, and you shall find the way. Seek the cavern of the incarnate. Gain the moon and star, and bring it to Nabina Mesa. Take with you my blessing, and the blessing of our tribe. Malu Ataman's belt. Let's have a look at that belt. Where is it? I don't see the belt he mentioned. Oh, no, that's not it. Here it is. Sadly, it's a cast when used belt, so we're not going to use it. Hi, lady. Tell me about the Eye of a Needle. This token of our tribe, Malipu Ataman's belt, is proof of Sormator's blessing. Let me think. Perhaps you mean the needle. It is a tall rock column in the Valley of the Wind. I slept beneath it once or twice. The Valley of the Wind is a valley on the northeast slopes of Red Mountain. The entrance to the valley is marked by Aaron's teeth, 2 tall rock spires. Right, that's a lot of information. We'll just go there ourselves.
What was that?
So everyone's just given us some extra hints there. So I'll just go to where it is, because otherwise we'll have to look at a lot of this information they're saying. Basically, we have to go across the northeastern coast until we find this rock formation they mentioned that looks like teeth. So that would look like teeth, but there's only a few. We're looking for a lot of teeth. Hi, Cliff Racer. Coward. So I think the Cliff Racer de-aggroed when we went in the water. So that could be a good way to get rid of them. But then again, then the fish attack you, which are the Cliff Racers of the ocean. So you can't really win either way. Right. Coming across more of these formations now. But we need to go further. This is actually very hard to find unless you use their advice, because you would think it would be closer to their camp, but no, it's actually very far away from their camp. So we have to go a long distance. Hi, Cliff Racer. What's a clanfer doing here? Well, this is Sheergor's region. And Sheergor is the Prince of Madness, so, you know, I can't really complain about anything in this area. Hi, Cliff Racers. See, whereabouts are we now? I think we need to keep going. They marked this place on our map because we said it was next to this. I think our bow's quite broken again because we're not doing that much damage to these cliff races anymore. Let's double check that. No, he's still quite good. Hi, Drow. You're supposed to be in the ocean. You okay there? I'll just leave you to swim in the ash sand, I guess. So we just want to keep going until we can't go anymore is the easiest way to explain how do you do this. Alright, so we're starting to come across some vegetation now, it looks like. So we're getting close to the edge of the ashlands, so we don't want to go too much further. Either that or it's just the colouring of that was a bit wrong. Ah, Daedric Shrine. I'm so tempted to go inside, but we really should do this quest. We out of arrows again. Oh, this is annoying. Okay, I guess we're going back to our bound long sword. Yeah, so we're very close to it now, since we're close to the edge of the ashlands. So that's it there. There's this huge wall of teeth, so this should be the bit that we turn at. So I think it's trying to go down from here. It's either here or the one next to it. I think it's there, actually. We can make it up here. Good job. Yeah, I think it's this one instead. I knew that would happen as soon as... Oh, no. When was the last time we auto-saved? In here. Okay, let's just go. Speedrun this. Hi. Over encumbered. Right, let's drop glass sword. Don't need it anymore. Hi, Dagoff. Bye, Dagoff. I really should have remembered to heal up before I did that jump. Bye, guys. Right. Now let's drop these gauntlets. And let's go. We'll just pretend that we killed those that last Dagoff guy who was there. It's fine, don't worry about it, he's totally dead. Right, you take us to Margan.
We make a special.
Then let's just levitate up there. We're not even going to bother to take the actual path anymore. We're just going to go straight there. See, our levitation is really broken in this game. You can just basically go anywhere you want. Who cares about actually following rows and directions when you can just levitate over everything? Of course, cliff racers will still attack you, because, you know, everyone hates cliff racers. Right, let's put that back on. Right, we're low on arrows, so let's just go with our sword and we'll just slash any cliff racers that attack us. So let's swap our belt to the sword belt. There we go. Let's double check where we're going. No, we need to go a little bit this way. Come on, cliff racer. Oh, there's another one of these fortress bases here. Come on, hit the thing. There we go. We're just going to see this cliff racer drop onto them from above, and I'll be like, what the hell's going on up there? There better not be someone exploiting a game mechanic to ignore us completely and just run over our heads. See, we're almost there. This cliff racer will be on us any second though. Where is he? Can't see the cliff racer anywhere. Maybe it was someone below us who saw us and tried to attack us. Let's also go back to our other robe again. Actually, let's swap to this robe. It's another green robe. It's got a nice little blue thing on the front. Oh, we need to swap back to our wizard staff before we die. There we go. Are we almost there? Yeah, we're almost there. Hi guys, I'm back and I'm like, what happened to you? I jumped off a cliff. The great Nerevarine, the person who's meant to save all of you, just decided to jump off a cliff.
How wonderful.
And it wasn't on purpose.
Welcome, Outlander.
There we go. Later, mate. Hi guy.
What is this about?
Tell me about the Eye of the Needle. There we go. Valley of the Wind, Red Mountain, Aaron's Teeth. And let's head back. Luckily we have this broken movement speed, so we can get back to there quite quickly. It still would have been better if I remembered to quick save it though, so let's do that now. Hi, Cliff Racer. So we were at the right place before. Of course, the problem is just that we died, but we can go back there. It's fine. Hi, Bornetch. Don't mind me. We need to buy more arrows because we're running out of the ones we just bought. And I thought we bought loads of them, but apparently I went through them all. Do a quick check on the map. Yeah, we still got a long way to go. Let's go over the water. This way we're less likely to hopefully fight cliff racers. Then again, apparently they're everywhere, so... Yeah, there's one here anyway. Hi, Cliff Racer. I do like the sky in Morrowind. It's a simple thing, but I do like it. I especially like that over there, the nice way that there's red kind of seeping in. I think the sky's different in different areas, but I can't remember properly. So I know obviously they do that in Skyrim, but I don't know if you also do it in this game. Like, it could be red because we're in the Ashlands right now. Or I could just be misremembering it. What's the quality of our sword like? We didn't do much damage then. Yeah, it's still basically full. Just we must have had a lot of low dice rolls. Right, where are we? We have to go a bit lower. So I guess it's worth talking about this current test we're doing, since it's going to be a while until we get there. So this quest is the last one that we really need to do to properly be called the Nerevarine, because this is the final test to prove who we are, and after that we just have to unite everyone. And we have read in a book that there's one way to prove that we are the Nerevarine, because there's something that only the Nerevar can wield. Because we were told in a book that if somebody who wasn't the Nerevarine wore that enchanted item, they die. So as a result, it's a pretty surefire way of saying who we are. So let's go grab it. Oh great, we don't have enough charge to levitate anymore. I guess we actually have to actually use our own levitate spell. Here we go. It's been a while since we used this. Now then, this should be the place. Or was it the one afterwards? No, I think it's this one. Yeah, here it is. Because there are these huge towers either side. And we were told that it was like between these two. Like between these needles. And then we follow the teeth, which is all of these rocky mountains around us. And we find an ancient ancestral tomb. We could go in there. Actually, I think we should. Let me just double check this. While we're attacked by a cliff racer. Do we want to go inside here? Let me double check my cheat sheet that I made. We'll do this while we're in the Cavern of the Incarnate, because this isn't where we're meant to go. But I remember this name, and I'm thinking that it might be where where one of the artifacts is in the game. No, I don't think it is. I think it's just the name is similar to a character that we've already spoken to or something like that, so I got confused. Hi there. Let's put down the cheat sheet. We're not going to need that. And over here should be the cavern. Here it is. Let's enter.
The door is locked and will not open. The star is the key.
So we've already done this puzzle before. We need to wait until dawn. Now I don't know when dawn is in this game, so we're just going to wait.
The door is locked and will not open.
You will suffer.
The star is the key.
Assassin! Come on, Assassin. We're trying to solve this mission here. Okay, let's get back our quick heal. The Assassin's like, oh no, he's about to become the Nerevarine. Stop him now! Right, Assassin, can you please not do that? Over encumbered. That's a shame. Guess we'll have to drop the cuirass. Right, now what time is it now? 6 AM, let's try.
In the dawn hour under Azura's star, the door is opened.
There you go, 6 AM is dawn. So here we are in the Cavern of the Incarnate. And like I mentioned, the one item that we had a book that told us would kill anyone except for the Nerevar is the Moon and Star. So let's pick it up.
Nerevar reborn, incarnate. Your first 3 trials are finished. Now 2 new trials lie before you. Seek the Ashlander Ashcans and the Great House Councillors. 4 tribes must name you Nerevarine. 3 houses must name you Hortator. My servant, Nabane Mesa, shall be your guide. And when you are Hortator and Nerevarine, when you have stood before the false gods and freed the heart from its prison, heal my people and restore Morrowind. Do this for me, and with my blessing.
Excellent. Thanks, Azura. I saw Azura in the Cavern of the Incarnate. I received the Moon and Star, an enchanted ring, and I am the Nerevarine. I have passed the first 3 trials, now I must show the moon and star to the Ashcans of the tribes and the councillors of the houses. Each tribe must call me Nerevarine, each house must call me Horatar. These are the next 2 trials. Nabina Mesa shall be my guide, I must return to her and seek her counsel. And now for all these spirits are all the dead Nerevarines. So we were told that loads of people failed to become the Nerevarine, and this is them. Welcome, Incarnate, Moon and Star Reborn, Horatar, Nerevarine, Mourner of the Tribe Unmourned, Redeemer of the False Gods. I am Peakstar. I was not the one, but I wait and hope. Ask, and I shall answer if wisdom guides me. So we heard of Peakstar. She was the previous person who was apparently supposed to be the Nerevarine. You bear the moon and star, the ring of Nerevar. None may deny you are Nerevar reborn, the prophesied incarnate. The temple will know you as an enemy. Ordinators will mark you for death, and the tribunal faithful of a great house will hate and fear you. The doubters of the tribes will test your strength and doubt your honour. You will be known. You must prepare and be ready. Time about Horatar. You must go before the councillors of the great houses and satisfy them. For only the councils of the great houses can name you Horatar. I do not know the settled people of the great houses and can offer you no counsel. Don't worry, lady. Tell me about the Nerevarine. You must go before the Ashcans of the waste people and satisfy them, for only the Ashcans of the 4 tribes can name you Nerevarine. Speak first with Sormatul of the Urkashu, and with the wise woman Nabina Mesa for all of the Ashlanders. They are the wisest in the law of the incarnate, and you have already shown Sormatul proof of your worth. The tribe unmourned. Pity Dagoth and the 6th house. All they do, all they are is foul and evil, but they began in brightness and honour, and the cause of their fall was their loyal service to you, Lord Nerevar. You told Lord Dagoth to guard the profane tools beneath Red Mountain, and thus he was tempted. He did your bidding when you tried to keep these tools from the tribunal. When he tried to keep these tools from the tribunal, and so he hates you, who betrayed him, and the tribunal, who mocked his honour, attacked him and stole his profane tools for their own use. Kagranak, High Priest of a Dreamer, forged enchanted artifacts to seal the power of the gods. Nerevar fought the Dreamer to prevent this blasphemy, but Dagoth took these tools to make himself a god, and the tribunal took these tools to make themselves god. Though the tribunal sought to do good with that power, they are tainted by the same corrupt desires that moved Dagoth. Tell me about yourself. I am a failed incarnate, so are all those who remain here with me in the cavern of the incarnate. I survived the blight, but I fell in battle with an ash vampire. I could not master the arts of war, nor could I learn the ways of the great houses. They would not have accepted me as Horatar. Take these few poor things, they are of no use to me. Finally, tell us about wisdom guides me. I will answer when I can, and with what I know, but the visions of Azura are often obscure for 2 reasons. 1, because the future cannot be known, and choices may already be made. 2, because the truth is not clear or simple. Azura's riddles warn us to think long and hard. They force us to search carefully for truth and meaning, and not to rely on impulse and force. Tell us about yourself. I am Peakstar. I was called to the prophecies, but I was not the one. Tell us about Morrowind. A darkness is on the land, and only you can bring the light. Tell me about your trade. An ancestor has no trade, but to guard and counsel the living kin. Tell us about Solstheim, a terrible place like everybody else. Thank you. So all these people will give us items, and we also should now equip. Let's remove one of these rings. Let's remove a really broken one that resists normal weapons, that's a little bit too overpowered. And let's replace it with Moon and Star. We're not dead, despite putting the ring on, because we are the Nerevar, or Nerevarine. And now we're way too much. Okay, let's drop the Dark Assassin stuff. Apparently an assassin came here and was also a failed incarnate. Hello, Anitera. Welcome, incarnate. I am Anatiria. I was not the one, but I wait and hope. Tell me about your story. I was a holy crusader of the temple in the golden era of the tribunate. I contributed substantially to the writings that were later suppressed by the temple, and now would be called apocrypha. I followed the tribunal unquestioningly, to my regret. I never believed in the Nerevarine prophecies until it was too late. Take my humble possessions with my blessing. Let's check her mace then. Now we're too heavy. Unauthorized mace. We'll leave this here. And we'll take everything with us at one go, like before. What did we get from the other person as well? We got... No, it wasn't embroidered belt, I don't think. Was it the Sanguine Silver Wisdom, or did we get that from somewhere else? It might be. Oh no, I think it was a travel stained pants we might have gotten. I'm not sure. Either way, she gave us some items. Hi, Arudan. I saw Morrowind fall to the Empire. I lived through the humiliation of the surrender, swore hatred and vengeance against the Imperial and Tribunal alike for their betrayals. In later years, I despaired and turned to Red Mountain, where I grew old and died fighting the Blight and Red Mountain monsters. Take my weapons and armor. I have no further use for them. A spear and cuirass. So it's a bone mold. And that's just a nice poison one. So all this stuff isn't really that good, but we'll take it all home with us. So all their bodies are behind them there. Welcome, Incarnate. I am Lord Nerevar. I was not the one, but I wait and hope, ask, and I shall tell you my story. I lived in the late years of a tribunate, and behind the scenes I helped us demoralize and repel the Akari invaders. I knew nothing of the Nerevarine or Dagothr until I took refuge with the Ashlanders. I died a fool, trying to loot ruined Kogaroon. Here, take these. Maybe there's something in this world left worth stealing. Excellent, I like you a lot. Like, I do like how, like, it's not just me who's decided to be, like, this thief Nerevarine person, but there was also an older thief who tried to be it. He is Conan Kodala. I was an Ashkan. I led my people against the Akavari while the Cyrodiil dogs fled before them like the Kagoti. I quested deep into the strongholds in Red Mountain, cleansing the unclean things in their own blood. I did not heed the counsel of the women, and to my shame, I craved glory, but never saw my real enemies. My axe and boots are yours with my blessing. And he is Hort Led. I died 400 years ago in the last days of a turmoil and unrest after the Empire came to Morrowind. I was a thinker and not a doer, and though I was marked by my stars, I was not a hero. Take these things of mine, my bones won't complain. He gave us his robe. You know what? We'll wear his robe. We'll show him some respect by wearing his robe. There we go. We'll at least wear it for the time being anyway. So then, we now know for sure that we definitely are the Nerevarine. Let's take all this loot and head home. The problem now is that, now that we are the Nerevarine, the Tribunal hates us. So, this'll be fun. If we go anywhere near Ordinators, they're likely to attack us. Also, I don't think we're allowed to speak to the temple anymore. We'll give it a try. See, we need to drop some stuff here, though. We'll pick all this stuff up later at some point. Hey, those boots are pretty good. I see it's light armor. Those would be great if we weren't wearing the boots we're wearing now. Actually, they're the same protection as glass boots. They're incredible. But obviously, we want our boots instead. Now then, let's drop this mace, the axe, spear. Where are we now? We're at our room. Actually, let's go and take the things we want to sell still. A glass shield. We don't want to sell the actual special things. And let's recall back home and sell this stuff. Hi, Creeper. Help me out, I need the money. Sure thing. Let's sell you these glass boots. And then let's buy back the expensive things so we can afford it. There we go. We'll drop all this stuff here to trade later. Hi there. Hey, have you heard about the Nerevarine? Word has gotten around about you and your prophecies. Most people think it's just harmless superstition, not worth getting upset over. The temple feels otherwise, of course. They say you're all heretics. It's a difficult situation.
Yes.
Yep, so everyone on Morrowind now at least knows about us. So let's check our reputation. Surely it's high now. It's 13. It just jumped up by about 5 points as soon as we did that quest. Because now everybody in Morrowind knows who we are. And it's about time they did.
I'm listening.
May I?
How can I help you?
Now then, let's go to... Balmora. I want to drop off this stuff.
Are you wounded? You should reach us.
Hi there.
Do you want some?
Should we train mysticism? Yeah, let's train mysticism. I'm training. Why do you care about the moon sugar?
Need to practice more.
Okay, the skooma as well. Okay, I'll drop the skooma. We're just training mysticism 10 times. There we go. So we did that just to make sure we can definitely cast the Soul Trap spell. Yeah, Soul Trap is now 100% success. Just so that when we are fighting something we want to trap, we don't have to faff about with it.
Go ahead.
Right. Over here, let's put down Fury. Let's put down Case's pants. Xenophars frock. You know, we'll put all this stuff on the bed. Put all our magical pants on the bed. Actually, let's keep that just in case we need it, since we got given it by the Ashcan. Right, let's put down here the statues. And the cup. And this bone. And let's deposit loads of ingredients. We haven't done that in a while. probably should start leveling up our alchemy soon and making some potions. Because we don't have any healing potions, so we could really do with having our own. Do you have any muck in here? No, we just have the one. We need that for a quest. I am wondering when this chest is gonna get full and we can't put any more in it. It will happen eventually. Okay, let's put down the other enchanted stuff for the time being. We need to wait until we have another soul gem before we can enchant those. Let's put down these 6th house amulets. That should do for now. Let's rest up. You wake and you hear something nearby. Oh, Dagoth, can you please stop? I'm trying to just rest and recover, mate. Hi, sorry about the mess. I really hope you don't mind me living upstairs, by the way. I admire you. Feel free to come upstairs anytime. My bed's always warm. Right, so we should probably... Hey, are you still the sleeper? Hey, how's Dagoth doing? Is he annoyed yet about me? Right, let's head back upstairs. Let's go to Aldrin.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Let's take the teleport to the Aldrin Mages Guild and see if we get attacked or not.
Greetings.
Because we left that guard alive inside the Aldrin Mages Guild. No, he's despawned. Good.
Ah, hello. Did you want something?
Yeah, I'll do your quest later, mate. I told you, I'm not going Solstheim yet. Hi, you. Take me back to Margan. And let's take this trip once again.
Trip just for you.
Thinking about it, I probably should have marked that place instead. Who are you?
Annoying outlanders.
You have betrayed Lord Dagoth. Taste his vengeance. How do you feel about Dagoth there?
Need I call the guards?
You will die, false one. Your flesh will feed us all. Tell me about the latest rumours. It is not a rumour, it is truth. Lord Dagoth, Lord of the 6th house and saviour of the Doma people has awakened, and with him shall all the sleepers awaken, and Morrowind shall be cleansed of the strain of the false gods and their foreign rule. Tell me about necromancy. I think that's just for normal people. Nothing I would tell you, get lost. See you later, Dreamer. I thought that was him attacking me, but no, obviously it's a cliff racer, isn't it? Yeah, thinking about it, I probably should have just put Mark at the Urashaku camp. And then we could have just kept recalling there, and I could have just using civvy intervention and fast travelling to get elsewhere. That would have been the better idea. Oh well. I like my Mark being next to Creeper the Scamp. I haven't mentioned it yet, so I probably should, but Creeper, as you probably guessed, is not actually a scamp. Or at least that's not what it's rumoured to be anyway. Let's kill this guy and then I'll say it. But we don't find out in this game, but in the future Elder Scrolls game in Oblivion, we actually make a reference to Creeper from this game. And it's suggested as a result that Creeper is actually one of the Daedric princes, who is just taken the form of a scamp at the moment because, you know, Daedric princes, they move in mysterious ways, don't question them. It's a part of one that isn't in this game, sadly. It's Clavicus Vile. But we don't do a quest for him in this game. At least I don't think we do. I don't know what his exact description is, but it's something like the Daedric Chief of Mischief or something like that. Like, he fulfills people's wishes, but does so in, like, the classic genie way of screwing them over. I thought I was going to die from that 4 damage. Yeah, I've lost my weight. Let's just levitate. We still haven't been to the Mud Crab Merchant yet. I should probably do that. Like, I'm never going to trade with him, really, but, you know, I may as well show him. So we'll stop doing the main questline stuff in a while, since now we are definitely the Nerevarine and we have our ring. Like, we have the MacGuffin of the game, like the Moon and Star ring that everybody has talked about. It is now our magical MacGuffin, and we are the MacGuffin Princess. So now that that's been done, we should probably take some time and go do some guild stuff. The problem is, though, that now the temple hates us, so we can't continue doing the temple questline. We'll have to do that at some other point. Like, eventually we'll be able to do that again, but right now they kind of hate us, so we haven't got a chance. Let's return to our Nabina Mesa. Hi there.
Welcome, friend. You're nearly a legend around here.
Can I ask
Please,
you about Moon
talk.
and Star? No. It once seemed a dream, but now it seems so real. You have passed the 3rd trial. Now you must pass the 4th trial and the 5th trial. They are much the same. Each Ashlander tribe, each great house of Rauenfell must choose you as a war leader to unite for Dunmer against Dagorthur's terrible menace. Each tribe must name you Nerevarine. Each great house must name you Horator. You have come for guidance, and I will give it to you. Nerevarine. In times of great danger, the 4 Ashlander tribes unite under a single war leader. If you can prove to Urashaku, Ahimu Zainab, and Anubay's main, I'll think of how to say those later, tribes, that you are the Nerevarine, and that the tribes must unite against the threat of the 6th house. Then each Ashcan will declare you Nerevarine and war leader of all tribes. You must go to all the tribal Ashcans, but go first to Saul Matul, who is your friend, and who will surely grant you the honour. Let's just double check those, make sure we've got them all on our map, even though I think we do. Judgment. Yeah, okay, we're just repeating what we said before. I was just hoping she would say something about a fact. Oh yeah, here we go, the Moon and Star. You do not have this mark, so you are not the Nerevarine. Okay, that hasn't been updated. Can we ask her about the 3rd trial? Specifically. Tell me what you saw and heard in the Cavern of the Incarnate. It is as I have seen in my dream. It is a true dream, sent from Azura to guide me. Excellent. Yeah, so again, we went to do that quest for Azura in the last part, and her voice was similar because that was the voice of a woman in the opening cutscene who was speaking to us, and that was also the same voice as the one we heard in the cavern. So Azura is basically the one who has been guiding us throughout the whole game, and will continue to guide us until the end.
I don't know where to begin. It is such an honor to meet you.
I know, right? I'm a Nerevarine. I'm amazing. You have passed the 3rd trial. Before you lies the 4th trial and the 5th trial. I have spoken to Nabina Mesa, and I know these trials. You wish to be called Urushaku Nerevarine. But first, would you hear the counsel of Sul Matul? So, you have faced the third trial in the Cavern of the Incarnate. Tell me what you saw and heard in there. I like that. He listens carefully with no sign of his feelings. It is as Nabina Mesa says, perhaps you are the chosen one. What's your counsel? Good. First I would give you a warning. When you are called to Nerevarine, the word must spread, and many must hear. Your enemies will hear, and come seeking your blood. And such friends as you may have among the great houses, those who heed the words of a temple, they may have forgotten their love for you. If you have business with the people of the houses and temple, you may wish to conduct that business first before you are named Nerevarine. Second, I tell you, seek the counsel of wise woman Nabina Mesa, for you are an outlander and ignorant of the ways of our people. Nabina Mesa can tell you of the other tribes, of their ways, and of the Ashkans. If you do not know these things, you will make many mistakes and waste precious time. That is my counsel. Now if you wish to be named the Nerevarine, we may speak of these things. Let's quick save it here, and let's recall back, and see whether we actually can still do the temple quests, like it says. You claim to be the Nerevarine, you defy temple doctrine, the Order of the Watch calls you an agent of the Emperor and an outlaw, you belong to the temple so we owe you courtesy and a warning, but others may not be so polite and may choose weapons instead of speech. Okay, we might still be able to do these quests. But obviously first we need to finish other stuff anyway. Never mind, we're just going to go back. I'm pretty sure that once we get to a certain point in the main quest line, you're allowed to continue.
I'm very happy to make your acquaintance.
You're allowed to continue doing the house quests and the other quests. So for now, let's ask him to be named Nerevarine. Very well, you wish to be called Nerevarine. I know you, I am disposed to you. But first we must speak of need and duty. Before I name you Nerevarine, you must understand why a war leader is needed, so you may tell others. And before I name you Nerevarine, I must see that you know your duty. Only when we have spoken of these things shall I call you Nerevarine. Know the words of the prophecies, the curse of Dagoth and the sixth house threatens our land. The false gods lie and offer false hope of protection. You bear the moon and star of Nerevar, Azura's hand is upon you. These are the proofs you must show to the people, to all people, as the Nerevarine. From the unmourned house have come forth 7 curses. The sixth house is of great evil and a great danger to all people. This is the need. You have seen this need and have fought the sixth house. You may know the curse of Corporus. You have harrowed Kogaroon and seen the darkness that lies within. When you tell your story, others may show the proofs. Tell me about the false gods. You have learned the lies of the tribunal and the false hopes they offer as protection from Dagoth. We have heard the priest-owned words of the apotheker, and we know them to be true. We have heard the words of the dissident priests, and we know them to be true. The false gods have broken their promises and have taken up tools of the enemy. This is a great evil and a great danger. Have we asked him about this before? I'm not sure. In ancient days, the Dark Elves and a great host of Outlanders for the oh yeah, he has told us this before. And finally, our duty. You shall be Nerevarine of all tribes and Horator of all great houses. You shall eat the sin of the unmourned house and free the false gods. You must defeat the sixth house and Dagoth. You must free the tribunal from their curse. This is the burden of prophecy. This shall be your duty as the Nerevarine. Sounds good, I'm ready. Before my hearth and kin, and before the people of the wastes, I name you Urshaku Nerevarine, war leader of the Urshaku, and protector of the people. In token of this, I give you the teeth, which shall be a sign of all Dunmer that you are the Nerevarine, and that the Urshaku shall follow you in all things, even unto death, until the enemy is defeated, or until you are dead, or until you give it back. Oh, sorry, until you give this back into my hand. Excellent. Yes, I've named you the Nerevarine, war leader of us, and protector of our people, and so it shall be known to all the Ashlander tribes. So he gave us the teeth of the old Shaku. Where are they? I think it's an amulet, I'm not too sure. Here it is. Constant effect, resist paralysis. Now that is good. What neck are we currently wearing? I don't think we're even wearing one right now. So that's definitely an upgrade. Thanks, mate. So now, we are certified Big Cheese of Morrowind. We just have to make others see it as well. Let's go to speak back with Nabina Meza and ask her how to become the other Nerevarines.
Go ahead, Outland. May you find me worthy of your attention.
Right. Tell me how to join the Nerevarine for the other tribes. Or just open up all three. Let's see if this is updated. That has not been updated yet. Right, here we go. Now let's read through these. First off, let's read our one. The Urshaku Nerevarine. You have been named our Nerevarine. You have fulfilled one part of a prophecy, but you must be named Nerevarine by all of them. So the others. So the Ahamusa, I guess. You must go to the Ahamusa camp. I have heard of the Asahuma. They are in a pitiful way, and they do not have an Ashcan. In this case, the wise woman may be acting as their chief of his tribe, and perhaps she may speak for the tribe. So we likely need to go and help them out, because, like she says, they're quite pitiful at the moment. The, Erebenesium. I'm just going to say that. You must go to the Erebenesium camp. The Ashcan of the Erebenesium, Ulaf Paul, is a strong chief, but violent and cruel. He and his Gulkhans are known as killers and attack unarmed victims and betray the rules of hospitality. It is a difficult problem. Only the Ashcan can name you Nerevarine, but this Ashcan may not be willing, and even if he were, he is a bad chief, dishonourable, and not to be trusted. I do not know what you should do. Speak to the tribe's wise woman, perhaps she will give you counsel. Sounds like some people need a killing. Finally, Zainab. You must go to the Zainab camp. The Ashcan of the Zainab, Karazand, is a strong and popular chief, but he is known to be vain and hard-headed. To persuade him to name you the Zainab Nerevarine, you must be strong, yes, but you must also be clever, and please him and earn his favour. So, we now have a good quest. Let's just go Simis Mud for the hell of it. So we'll end it here then. Let's check our popularity again. We've now gone up to 15. Excellent. Let's check our factions. So the Ashlands, we are a half-friend. So we're now the Black Cap and the Thieves Guild. We haven't really done that much with these different ones. The Temple, that's not really going to like us for quite a while now, because they hate us right now. Basically, the goal is to be named the Horator and the Nerevarine of all the different houses and clans, to such a point where the temple can't possibly deny us anymore, and at that point they'll have to forfeit. At least that's the goal anyway, otherwise we'll have to take down the temple ourselves. And we'd rather not do that because, you know, we want to level up in the temple. The Imperial Cult won't care, the Thieves Guild won't care. House Halu probably won't care, we could probably still do quests with them for the time being. Fighters Guild, they might care, but then again they're quite corrupt anyway. The Morag Tongue really do not care at all, as long as if we honourably kill people for them. And we're already the leader of the Blades in this region. And the Imperial Legion, we're probably never going to get better in this rate, because every time we go near them they complain at us for not wearing our armour. And finally the Mages Guild. So you can see down here, I forgot to mention, where it says which skills you need. So it says you need 1 skill at 40 and need 2 skills at 10 from those favourite skills. So that's why we haven't been allowed to level up in the Mages Guild, because we didn't get one of those magic skills to 30 and other 2 at 5. Have you really not got a magic skill to 30 yet? That can't be right. Mysticism's now over 30. Conjure, like, we should be able to level up in the Mages Guild now, that's good. So in the next part, we're going to start speaking to some of these tribes around the world. And we'll start speaking to the great houses, maybe. Or we might just take off some time and go do some guild quests, I don't really know. All that matters is that we are the big cheese with the moon and star, which is the magical MacGuffin of Morrowind. So, this is really inspirational music to end on. I like it. Have a nice day.